Bill Boney is the chief deputy for the Twiggs County Sheriff's Office in Jeffersonville, Georgia.
I love being a police officer. I don't think I'd ever do anything else.
Step back here, please.
But on April 22nd, he almost lost his life in a vicious roadside attack.
Stop! Attack! Stop!
It was a calm, pretty night. Moon was out. Everything was beautiful. I was doing routine patrol. I was on I-75 southbound. I saw the suspect's vehicle, what I believed was a high rate of speed. 1081.
But Deputy Boney knows there's no such thing as a routine stop.
When the suspect exited his vehicle,
Step back here, please.
I noticed he was very unsteady on his feet.
How much you had to drink tonight?
Boney immediately smells alcohol on the man's breath.
Your driver's license, please, sir?
When I asked the suspect for his driver's license, he got a confused look on his face, walked back to his car, and leaned down into the car.
When Deputy Boney loses sight of the driver's hands, his training kicks in.
At that point, I backed around to the passenger side of my car and sought cover because I didn't know what he might have in his car.
Got the guy covered from where I'm at.
So I could be prepared for any problem that he might bring me. He fumbled around in the car and then left the door open.
Shut your door.
That was an indicator that he wasn't thinking right. He was weaving when he walked. He didn't understand what I was saying to him when I told him to stand in front of the car.
Stand right around here for me, please. You ain't got to do all that. Just don't put your hand in your pocket, please.
The drunk driver refuses to follow Boney's orders to keep his hands out of his pockets. The officer fears he might be concealing a gun.
Put your hand back in your pocket.
At that point, I felt there was something up. So he started walking toward me. He was looking through me like I wasn't even standing there.
Stand around that way.
Alone on a dark highway, Boney knows he must get the situation under control.
Stop.
As he started walking toward me, I pulled my weapon on him and got him back around in front of the car.
Put your hands on the hood. You better cool it.
But then, things take an ominous turn.
Okay, on. ND 129 right away. Stop. 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 Hey!
The suspect came off the vehicle
Stop. Stop.
and started toward me. This was something that could get out of hand,
Stop.
and it did real quickly.
Deputy Boney's forced to take it to the next level. He hits the suspect with a blast of pepper spray.
Get on the ground.
I thought it was going to cease the confrontation, but it just escalated from there. When you got somebody that's a lot stronger than you and somebody that's coming no matter what you're doing to him, you start thinking about, am I going to survive this?
Stop.
And as we progressed, time just started slowing down and going like one frame at a time.
Boney is backed up against a guardrail.
I didn't realize that I was as close to the guardrail as I was. Then he threw his body into me and over the guardrail I went.
Hey!
Went over the guardrail, landed on my head. I fell down onto my stomach. It knocked the breath out of me. I knew it was on. I made up my mind I wasn't going to die on the side of that road that night. I finally got on top of him. Then he started reaching for my gun. I was fighting for my life out there. I got up on top of him and pushed his body down into the ground and ran away from him.
Boney draws his weapon just as the man jumps the guardrail for a quick escape.
He ran and jumped into his car and drove away from the scene. I knew this guy was a menace.
patrol, that car just drove away.
I had plenty of backup.
Other officers catch the attacker just down the road.
Your vehicle, throw your keys out.
He later pleads guilty to charges of DUI and aggravated assault.
Absolutely nothing that you do in this line of work should be considered routine.
Stop!
I didn't have time to scream. The fear didn't come until afterwards. At that particular time, all I was thinking about was survival.
Hey!